Michael can't wait to see this. General Manager Mike Adamle has opened the floodgates, allowing Jericho and Batista to pick each other's opponents tonight. And Jericho has pitted his two major enemies against one another. It's Shawn Michaels versus Batista, live tonight on Raw.
This will be a classic.
We welcome you back live to Monday Night Raw. And there is an animal on the loose.
Michael, we are about to witness a classic.
This contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Washington, D.C., weighing in at 290 pounds, Batista!
In 2 weeks at Cyber Sunday, Batista faces Chris Jericho for the World Heavyweight Championship. So tonight, General Manager Mike Adamle will allow Batista and Jericho to choose their opponents for tonight. Jericho has pitted Batista in this match against Shawn Michaels. Batista's been on a major roll as of late, King, and in fact, he is a huge part of the latest issue of the WWE Magazine.
Yeah, it's entitled Winners and Losers of 2008. You know what you can do, Pete? You can find out where Batista stands in the power rankings.
Well, he was powerful last week as Batista bucked all the odds to beat JBL, while Chris Jericho was the special referee, and William Regal the special timekeeper, and Randy Orton the special commentator with the #1 contendership on the line.
And Batista's opponent, as chosen by Chris Jericho. From San Antonio, Texas, the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels.
Now, Shawn Michaels, Batista's opponent tonight, King, can also be the special referee if the WWE Universe.
Go ahead.
Deemed it so at Cyber Sunday. Shawn Michaels marched out here earlier tonight. He got in Chris Jericho's face and said, I'll tell you, I'll be honest with you. If I'm the voted special referee, I'm not going to call it down the middle, Chris Jericho. I'm going to be in your face with that world title on the line. And then he got in Jericho's face. Started beating the hell out of him.
I'm so excited about Cyber Sunday, Michael. I might just do the rest of the broadcast here tonight in Texas speak. When something happens, I'll yell, OMG! OMG, yeah. Right now, you're LOL.
Laugh out loud?
Laughing out loud, yeah.
I cannot wait for this matchup. A classic match, as you put it, King. Batista and Shawn Michaels, former champions, set to go one-on-one here live on Monday Night Raw. We know the personal rivalry that has developed between these two men over this past year that all began at WrestleMania when Shawn Michaels beat Ric Flair, causing Flair to retire.
Yeah, one of the all-time greats, Shawn Michaels. That man Batista. What?
Hang on. Before the bell rings, I want to inform the two participants that this will now be a Lumberjack match.
So for the second week in a row, it appears Chris Jericho may be trying to manipulate the system.
Do you think?
The world's strongest man, Mark Henry,
Tony Atlas,
the World Tag Team Champions. You gotta be kidding me. Batista versus Shawn Michaels, the ring surrounded by possible hostile WWE superstars.
Oh, there's a method to Jericho's madness.
A Lumberjack match. We are back live on Monday Night Raw in the middle of a matchup between Shawn Michaels and Batista. Chris Jericho throwing a curveball in this matchup, making it a Lumberjack match as you see the superstars surrounding the ring.
Well, the first curveball Jericho threw was making Well, Shawn Michaels, Batista's opponent in this match. And then, as you said, he's added these lumberjacks around the ring, which basically means wrestlers stationed around the rings that if one of the opponents in the ring gets thrown outside, as you see, like Shawn Michaels, if they become fair game, well, actually, the lumberjacks' job is really just to basically throw the combatants back in the ring and keep them in the ring. But you can see with these, certainly looking
look at this
on the outside. This could be bad. Whoa.
Shawn Michaels
Hey.
with a figure 4 leg lock. Shades of Ric Flair, where this rivalry all started back at WrestleMania. As Chris Jericho looks on, General Manager Mike Adamle allowing Jericho to make this matchup here tonight.
Well, Jericho's got to be liking what he's seeing right now. He would love to see Batista at Cyber Sunday with injured legs.
It would take the power game away from the animal Batista. Shawn Michaels, the man who retired, the mentor of Batista, Ric Flair. And Batista realizes he's got to try to get on his belly to reverse the pressure in that figure 4 leg lock on Shawn.
Remember what Batista said, if Shawn tries to take him out, Batista will beat Shawn to the punch, and now Batista's rolled over, reversed that pressure onto Shawn Michaels' legs.
But has the damage been done to those big, huge legs of Batista?
Well, I would have to doubt that, Michael, but have you noticed that the hand-picked lumberjacks for this match, who do we have around the ring? Not one friendly face out there.
Yeah, knowing the history Batista and Shawn Michaels have had with many of these lumberjacks, it is a hostile environment, to say the least. Oh! Swinging neckbreaker by Shawn Michaels, the Heartbreak Kid, who was involved 8 nights ago on that epic ladder match against Chris Jericho at No Mercy. You see the likes of Randy Orton and JBL looking on. One of the superstars surrounding the ring. Looking over the shoulder of JBL, you see Ted DiBiase Jr., one half of the World Tag Team Champions. Cody Rhodes, his partner on the other side of the ring.
Well, suffice to say that Batista and Shawn Michaels will want to keep their action amongst themselves and in the ring, because if they go on the outside, they're going to be fair game.
Reversal. Oh, man. There, 300-pound Batista throwing Michaels for a loop.
Turnbuckles had not been there. That would have knocked Shawn Michaels past the lumberjacks out into about the 3rd row ringside. Looks a little loopy after that big clothesline.
This match have anything going psychologically heading into Cyber Sunday, especially for Batista, King, the #1 contender?
Oh, man. Wow. I think Batista right now is just worried about tonight first.
Running power slam, cover, hook of the leg. This could be it. Kick out by Shawn Michaels at 2. Batista thought he had put the Heartbreak Kid away.
You certainly don't want to get thrown out into the grass with Mark Henry.
We saw how he grabbed Matt Hardy in that bear hug outside the ring earlier on and tossed him around.
Crush your rib cage, just throwing you back in the ring.
You've seen what William Regal can do. You saw him outside. He was that guest timekeeper in that unfair match Batista was in last week.
Look at these lumberjacks out here, Michael. They look like a pack of hungry wolves. Certainly their prey.
That's what's going through JBL's mind after Batista knocked him off to become #1 contender for the world title. Batista using his power, just wrapped both legs and arms wrapped around the body of Shawn Michaels, almost like an anaconda or a python, sucking the breath from the Heartbreak Kid.
Break the grip, so let's go, get off, come on.
The ironic part about this whole thing, King, their opponents tonight, but in 2 weeks at Cyber Sunday, Shawn Michaels could very well be the special referee for the Batista-Jericho match.
There's no way that Shawn Michaels could be unbiased in that match.
They came out here and said he wouldn't be.
Oh, no,
big bad body drop.
Oh!
Michaels nearly 10 feet in the air.
Launched.
Cover, hooks the leg of Batista. Oh, Batista almost had him 2.5 kick out by Shawn Michaels. What do you think's going through the mind of the world champion Chris Jericho in the locker room as we take another look at the height of Shawn Michaels on this backdrop?
Man, usually when you go this high in the air, you get the bag of peanuts from a flight attendant.
Again a cover by Batista, left hand corner and a kick out by Shawn Michaels, another 2 count. Batista beginning to wonder what he has to do to keep Shawn Michaels down, to put Shawn Michaels away.
Well, this is one of those situations with Jericho watching from the back I can't help but think that he would probably like to see, I don't know who he'd like to see win. Maybe I just think he would like to see something bad happen to Batista. I would think that he would like to see Batista in a weakened or